Morning, Secondary 6 teachers and students. Today, we would like to move on the Jupyter section about how to rank program choices. We will do these rankings based on several factors. First, we will base on Jupyter's schedule to rank program choices. Now, let us remind you all once again, all of you need to do 3 Jupyter tasks by the 30th of October. They are creating and activating Jupyter accounts and paying the application fee for the Jupyter accounts. So that will be here. So this is the first deadline. So secondly, the deadline for submission of different SPN that will be of different principal nomination schemes will be 12 noon to November. That will be the 2nd of November to Mr. Ronald Cheung via the HLC email accounts. Last but not least, the deadline for submission of 20 program choices, other clarification if necessary, SLP, OEA, and AI to your Jupyter account by 27th of November. Now, all deadlines are deadlines. You cannot do changes after this preset internal deadline. So since early September, mentioned in the school hall, instructions have been provided to let you use eClass to organize your OLE, other learning experience items, and out of so many OLE items, select 10 OEA items, other experiences and achievements in competitions to be inputted to your Jupyter accounts. And as for SLP, student learning profile, you are reminded to use eClass to generate a school-based PDF file and upload this SLP PDF file to your Jupyter account. And then for AI, additional information, you're reminded to input not more than 500 words about your self-accounts to your Jupyter accounts. Please remember 27th of November, this internal deadline. If you refer to the Jupyter schedule or the calendar, the external deadline is a bit later. But this is a usual practice for most schools in Hong Kong to set the internal deadline a bit earlier for administrative purposes. So why the Jupyter schedule is related to ranking of the choices? After early December, all this first batch of the data will be sent to Jupyter institutions through the Jupyter platform. Some applicants will be requested to submit portfolios or to attend aptitude tests or interview before the start of DSE. And then we will have the mock DSE release in late February after the mock exam before the last school day. In July, the tentative date for release of DSE results is the 16th of July, a Wednesday, and then a time slot will be allocated to each applicant for modification of program choices based on your DSE results within the period 17th of July to 19th of July 2025. Applicants should log in to their Jupyter accounts from late June to check the time slots allocated to them for modification of program choices. Within the allocated time slots, the applicants may modify once only their program choices based on DSE results free of charge in any of the following options. We place a maximum of 5 program choices on the program choice list with the new programs, and then rearrange the order of the program choices from the program choice lists. To be simple, add 5出 and then 就5入 ，OK 5出5入 based on your DSE results. The date for release of DSE is in July. How about release of JUPAS? The main round offer results will be announced on the 6th of August 2025, Wednesday again, through your JUPAS accounts. Each successful applicant will receive only one main round offer. The main round offer is the best and only offer to be made in the same academic year and is of the highest possible priority on the applicant's program choice lists. Applicants who are given main round offers, regardless of whether they accept or decline such offers, will not be reconsidered for admission to any other programs under JUPAS in the same academic year. Applicants will normally accept main round offers unless they have other offers from other countries, regions, or from other schemes. Applicants who do not receive main round offers can log into their JUPAS accounts to check the hearing round offer results on the 26th of August. For those students who want to appeal for their DSE results, they can pay money and apply for RR. They can apply for RR. The RR stands for the rechecking and remarking after the DSE release by the 21st of July via HKEAA. The unofficial data would be the successful rate of this RR system. The successful rate is less than 5%. And then the release of such results would be made on the 13th. So 13th of August. And then Wednesday again. But you see, this date is after the release of main round offer. Main round is this. So how does it work? And then what is the mechanism? And for more details, you may refer to this slide for your necessary actions. So now you see the whole picture of JUPAS schedule. Subjects that require interviews can be placed higher at the appropriate time. For more details, you can refer to particular websites, particular program in the JUPAS websites. This is the CUHK, the CHK social work. They just said interview is required on a selective basis, but when? Before or after the release of DSE results? In that case, you may need to scroll down to the bottom to go to the program websites, or even make phone calls to contact them directly to make inquiries about the interview schedule. In this case, just like last year, the normal practice, CHK social work normally have interviews after the release of DSE results. Some universities have already announced the interview days for their various programs before or after the DSE results. This is before, and then this is still before. So that's why not all after the release of DSE results. To conclude, You may put the programs that require interviews in Bank A, okay, as the result of the interview form part of the assessment. And then we will base on self-understanding to rank program choices. Many applicants may base on the entry requirements and the prospects of the programs as well as the reputations of the institutions to rank their choices. But we have to take a more long-term view over our life planning. Here we really listen to ourselves. Are we interested in these programs? Are we able to take these programs? By exploring our VASK, values, attitudes, skills, and knowledge, you will understand more about yourself and present to the others why you are suitable for these programs. Choosing programs can be difficult, and students should consider your interests, abilities, as well as your career aspirations. Recently, many Hong Kong university students withdrew before their graduation. We are wondering whether they find the offers they obtained are not matching with their interests or expectations. And then we should be well informed to rank the program choices. The Hong Kong University held Information Day last Saturday. Did you attend? More universities or institutions will hold information days in the following weeks. Be more informed to make responsible decisions in ranking pupils' choices. We found that still some students do not know how to calculate admission score with their CSD results. Let's take UST as an example. But just like some other universities, the results of CSD will not be applicable for score calculations. Attained in citizenship and social development, CSD, will not be included in the admissions score calculation, which will only require 5 subject scores for most universities. Different universities will have different flexible arrangements. Let's take CHK as an example. They announced it already this year. So 2025 entry. That they announced that some of their programs will consider the admission of specific candidates who have an outstanding overall performance in the DSE examination. So how outstanding? But who failed to achieve the university minimum entrance requirements by 1 grade level in a single subject. Programs that implements the flexible admission arrangement will holistically consider the academic and non-academic performance of these students, as well as their performance at selection interviews in deciding whether to offer them admission on an exceptional basis. So normally, you just put in Bank A and then they will operate. No need to apply this arrangement, using other procedures, no. Alright, so please note that not all programs at the university implement flexible admission arrangements. So you see, don't put so much time, in doing the analysis, of these kind of flexible arrangements. So we still have to be very balanced, of our DSE subjects. So don't put too much calculations. Would I be entitled to this? So you may think a little bit more after the release of DSE, because you don't have your DSE results. So do you still remember the minimum entrance requirements of different JUPAS universities? So I suppose, okay, so you know this, right? So 332A33 for universities up to BU, okay, and then for EDU and LingU, okay, so 332A22. So this is the minimum entrance requirements, okay, for general, that universities. And then apart from the required DSE subjects, okay, about the entrance requirement of different programs. So be careful, okay, about how they set the formulae. Apart from the required DSE subjects, okay, we also need to know, okay, the full mark, okay, for certain quartiles, okay, may not be 35. So very often, okay, I heard many students, okay, they find that, oh, some degrees, okay, so this is from science, okay, so energy and environment, okay, but basically, okay, that will be related to science or engineering. Well, they have median or lower quartiles, okay, the best 5 scores, okay, 34. Whoa, so high, so many stars, okay, but if you look at, oh, this scores, okay, so they are with weightings, so that's why you need to be very careful. So that's why thanks God, okay, nowadays, okay, many universities, okay, they have already prepared their official, okay, the official JUPAS score calculator, okay, for you to do the reference and for you to do the planning. And then for some universities, okay, they will have higher conversion scores, okay, for subjects scoring level 5 or above. To summarize, okay, your 20 program choices should not just be chosen from the top 3 JUPAS universities. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Choose suitable number of favorite programs, demanding programs, and less demanding programs, okay, in your 20 JUPAS program choices. There should be programs of more than one discipline, okay, at least 2 to 3, example, business, education, social sciences, okay, or engineering and business, okay, so no need to be too focused, okay, in one discipline. Before we end, okay, should we talk about some insiders news? In Hong Kong, okay, there are many schools, some EMI and some CMI. Not all the applicants submitted all the application information, including OEA and SLP, to the JUPAS accounts. So you just imagine, okay, when the institutions are thinking about the flexible arrangements and time breakers. So if you don't have all this information, how can they holistically consider your academic and non-academic performance? Most of the applicants, okay, would accept the main round offers. And many of them actually put at least one SSSDP programs, okay, into their 20 JUPAS program choices. And at the end, most of them, okay, accepted the SSSDP offers. So we know that ASEC students, okay, as well as we are also very busy. But to outclass, okay, other applicants, okay, apart from the 20 program choices, I think, okay, we need to do, okay, all the uploading of SLP, OEA, as well as the AI, okay, to your JUPAS accounts. Just now, we talk about the tiebreakers. This is the data from the HKEAA. So many DSE candidates, they got the same best 5 scores, okay, in 1 year. Please be reminded that, okay, different applicants, okay, they will have completely different order of merits, okay, in a particular program, okay, in JUPAS. So you just imagine, okay, with the same best 5 scores, okay, with the same best 5 scores, okay, for example here, okay, here. So how can that particular program design their list of order of merits? So I think the answer is quite trivial. To conclude, okay, so based on interest to rank choices, prepare the admission interview based on the skills, okay, we introduced in secondary 5. Okay, so particularly, okay, if the admission interview, okay, would be arranged before the release of DSE, probably in early May, in early June, okay, so in that period of time, okay, so you are advised not to arrange any grad trips, okay, so that you will not miss any selection interviews. Don't go to the grad trips. So after DSE, because there may be interviews, okay, or sections, okay, inviting you to do the selections, okay. So for the days, okay, for the schedule, okay, of particular program asking you to do the selection interview, check, okay, your email regularly, okay. So most of you, okay, I can see and have already created, activated, as well as paid, okay, the application fee for your accounts already. So you already inputted your personal particulars, okay, particularly, okay, your email address, your email address. Your email address, okay, I think it will be more formal, okay, if you use the HLC Gmail account. Okay, so you just imagine, okay, so if you are the admission officer, okay, of a particular program, okay, when they see, they have, so one of the applicant, okay, the email is, let's say, LeBron James 0701, okay, at gmail.com, okay, so if they are not fans, okay, if they are not fans of Lakers, well, anyway, so this is not formal, okay, so you just be aware, be more careful. Moreover, okay, so check the requirements and follow schedule, okay, to the JUPAS application. Please, okay, do not choose too many programs, okay, that have low admission intake, okay, they have no admission intake. So please also do not neglect, okay, or ignore SSSDP or HKMU programs. They may be crucial, okay, in your JUPAS choices. All right, before we end, okay, so treasure each choice, okay, in your 20 JUPAS choices. Last year, okay, one of our students get a CTU degree offer in Band E17. Band E17 accepted. Right? Should you have any questions, please let us know. This is the end of the section today. Thank you for your attention.